You can tell a lot about a man by the way he behaves in the gym. Some go there to train, some go there to perform, and some, God help us, go there to record themselves doing TikToks pretending to train. The modern gym is less a place of fitness and more of a social experiment. A jungle filled with competing tribes, strange rituals, and an unspoken ranking system which determines who gets respect and who gets silently judged for re-racking 10s like their 20s. Today we're going to be breaking down that system. Every hierarchy begins with the lowest rank, the wide-eyed beginner. He walks into the gym like he's entering Valhalla, usually armed with a stringer vest, a pre-workout that's 90% caffeine, and the belief that if he just locks in and trains right, he'll look like Sebum in 2 months. He's clueless, adorable, and quite frankly, dangerous. You'll spot him doing 27 sets of bicep curls because arms are the most visible part of the body. He wears gloves, belts, sleeves, straps, wrist wraps, every piece of protective gear you can imagine, all while curling an empty bar. These are the same guys who think stretching before hitting the bench will activate those inner chest fibers. They also refer to everything as hypertrophy. They mutter it as though it's some kind of sacred word. Yeah bro, this one's for hypertrophy. They have no clue what it means, but it sounds smart so they keep saying it. Now we all start here. The newborn bro phase is absolutely crucial. It's where delusion becomes motivation. Without that blind confidence, none of us would have survived the pain of the first leg day. After about 6 months, something changes. He's gained a few kilos of muscle, watched every single fitness YouTube video available, and now he believes he's discovered the one true method to training. This is the preacher bro. He's the guy who corners complete strangers mid-set to tell them about time under tension and mind-muscle connection. His words sound deep, but his traps are still missing. You'll often find him saying things like, "Bro, don't you feel the contraction?" No, nobody does when you won't shut up. He quotes Huberman like scripture and refers to David Lade as a philosopher. He's convinced that everybody is doing it wrong, and his sacred duty is to enlighten the masses. He's the gym door-to-door prophet, handing out unsolicited advice, mostly to women who didn't ask. The split. The two paths diverge in a cloud of chalk dust. Around year 1, something tragic happens. The preacher bro evolves, but evolution splits. Some go down the path of enlightenment. They learn, they adapt, and they develop humility. The rest become TikTok bros. You can find them in any gym by following the scent of fake tan and ego. The TikTok bro trains primarily for camera angles. He spends the first 30 minutes adjusting the lighting before his first set. He's the guy doing partial reps while mouthing some Marcus Aurelius quotes that he saw on some Instagram meme. Pain is temporary. Pride is forever. Bro, you're curling 7.5s. Calm down. He's often spotted filming chest day while his buddy screams, "Lightweight baby!" in the background, despite the fact that they're both smaller than the dumbbells they're using. But don't underestimate him. The TikTok bro is evolutionarily advanced. He's learned that social status now outweighs muscle mass. He's replaced hypertrophy with algorithms, strength with engagement, and his body weight with follower count. It's performance art, and in some sick way, it works. The supplementist, worshipper of the powder gods. Every gym has one. He smells faintly of sour watermelon and regret. The supplementist treats GNC like a sacred temple. His pantry looks like a chemistry lab. BCAAs, creatine, pre-workout, post-workout, intra-workout, sleep recovery blend, liver detox matrix. He doesn't even eat meals. He fuels. Ask him what he had for breakfast and he'll say, 2 scoops of iso beer and a couple rice cakes. He tells you he's natural with the same confidence that a politician does when they tell you that they're doing everything they can. He measures everything. Macros, sleep, but he hasn't measured his own bench press in months because he hasn't made any progress. This species often suffers from something known as paralysis by optimization. They believe that when they find the right stack, they'll finally dial in their gains. Meanwhile, the guy in the corner who's eating oats and chicken out of a Tupperware is silently outgrowing them. Closely related to the supplementist, the science bro is his overeducated cousin. He knows every PubMed abstract by heart, but still doesn't know how to train to failure. He'll stop mid-set to explain to you that this exercise actually recruits 12% more fibers in the clavicular head, according to this one study from 2017. Cool bro, you also recruited 0% of the girls in this gym. His natural habitat is a YouTube comment section, where he writes essays about biomechanics and argues with people who've got traps bigger than he is. The science bro doesn't chase progress, he chases peer reviews. If the newborn bro is delusional, and the TikTok bro is performance, the science bro is overanalysis. He's what happens when lifting stops being physical and becomes purely academic. The powerlifter bro is a unique creature, not quite a bodybuilder, and not quite sane. He doesn't give a shit about aesthetics, only numbers. To him there are only 3 lifts: bench, deadlift, and squat. Everything else is just a warm-up. His uniform is knee sleeves, chalk, and low back pain. His religion, sumo deadlifts. His diet, sadness and caffeine. He's the loudest person in the gym, but somehow also the most socially anxious. He'll scream during his lift like he's being exercised, and then go around apologizing immediately after. Powerlifters exist on this strange plane where every injury is a badge of honor. You'll see them hobbling out of the gym going, "PR though." To his credit, the powerlifter bro reminds us that strength is still sacred. He's the last defender of the old ways, where brute force meant more than content strategy. A modern mutation has emerged. Half TikTok bro, half philosopher, occasionally self-aware. The influencer hybrid. He trains just enough to justify his physique and talks like a tech founder. Bro, I'm not building muscle. I'm building a brand. He lives in a perpetual state of monetization. Every set is content, and every drop of sweat is strategy. He'll lecture you about the algorithm between sets of incline press, and he sells grind like it's a supplement. He's what happens when capitalism enters the gym ecosystem, when authenticity becomes a marketing angle. You can hate him all you want, but he's winning. Because while you're training for validation, he's training for sponsorships. Every hierarchy needs an intellectual class. The philosophy bro reads Stoicism, quotes Nietzsche, and definitely posted a shirtless mirror selfie with a caption that read, "Discipline equals freedom." He speaks in strange riddles. The gym is not the place where I build my body. It's where I destroy my ego. Which sounds profound, until you realize that he used that to justify missing 3 months of leg training. He's mastered the art of pseudo-depth. He'll explain that lifting is a metaphor for life, while spending hours on Reddit arguing about optimal rest time. But to his credit, he's self-aware. He knows the game, and he knows that we're all chasing meaning through movement. The philosopher bro isn't the strongest or the leanest. He's the one that turns suffering into poetry. Every set is an existential crisis, and every rep is a cry for order in a chaotic world. He's annoying, but he's necessary. He's the buffer between chaos and enlightenment. And then there's him, the alpha bro. The final evolution. The man who benches 3 plates while wearing slides. He doesn't talk, he just grunts in Morse code. His vocabulary is limited to "let's go," "up," and "spot me." His headphones are ancient over-the-ear relics that have survived countless drops after deadlifts. He doesn't film workouts, he doesn't care about lighting. He has never once uttered the phrase "pump cover." His pump cover is a hoodie from 2014 that smells like chalk and testosterone. This man lives in the gym. He's part myth, part janitor. He re-racks plates that aren't even his, spots strangers, and communicates entirely through nods. Everyone respects him. Even the TikTok bro goes quiet when he walks past. He is the gym's apex predator. Not because he's aggressive, but because he's indifferent. You could walk up to him trembling and confess your sins, and he'd just say, "Work harder," and then walk away. Every gym bro secretly wants to be him, but few stick around long enough to evolve into him. Because there is a final test. The burnout phase. The great filter. This is where most gym bros die. Metaphorically. After years of chasing numbers, aesthetics, and approval, something just kinda snaps. The pre-workout stops hitting, the pump just doesn't feel the same. They stare into the mirror and realize they built their entire identity around a bicep vein. This is the great filter. The gym weeds out the ones who are here for validation, and the ones who truly love the process remain. The rest disappear into CrossFit, crypto, or functional hybrid fitness. You'll see them doing handstands on Instagram on Bosu balls with a caption like "new chapter." It's tragic, but it's the natural order. The fitness world needs its fallen heroes in order to feed the ecosystem. A rare few make it through. They stop chasing hype and numbers. They train quietly and consistently. They eat like adults. They no longer debate about fasted cardio or optimal rep ranges. They just do the work. This is the gym monk. He's serene, balanced. He's achieved what the newborn bro never could. Peace. He knows the game. He's played it. And now he just trains to keep himself sane. You'll find him in the corner, lifting heavy, headphones in, no problem, no fuss. He doesn't preach, he doesn't post, and yet everyone knows that this guy is built different. Because he's not chasing meaning through lifting anymore. Lifting is just how he maintains it. What makes the gym hierarchy so interesting is that it functions like a form of an economy. Respect, attention, and perceived strength are all a form of currency. Bench press is status, form is religion, and TikTok clips are propaganda. Every species plays its role. The newborn bros bring optimism. The preachers spread misinformation. The TikTokers keep the ecosystem entertaining. The alphas maintain order. The monks restore balance. And without one, the entire system collapses. It's Darwinian. Brutal. Beautiful. The gym at its core is just a reflection of human society. Insecure, competitive, occasionally inspiring, and always slightly ridiculous. At some point in time, every bro has a mirror moment. It's not about flexing or lighting. One day you just look at yourself and you realize the hierarchy doesn't matter anymore. Because the real opponent was never the guy curling next to you. It was always the voice in your head telling you weren't enough. That's the secret that the alpha and the monk already know. You start training to look good, but you keep training to feel good. And if you're lucky, you end up not needing to prove anything anymore. The gym bro hierarchy is really just a reflection of life. Some people chase shortcuts, some people chase fame, a few chase mastery, and most get lost somewhere in between. And that's okay, because at least they're chasing something. The gym exposes people. It doesn't change you. Just shows you who you really are when you're tired, frustrated, and bleeding pre-workout through your pores. If you stick around long enough, you'll evolve past ego and memes. But until then, just remember, no matter how advanced you think you are, you were once a newborn bro too.